With more people returning to the office, there's a lot of anxiety and stress around what to do with their four-legged family members and who have become accustomed to having their pet parents at home will join us now to talk about the type of care and training required to keep our pets happy is international dog trainer Tom Davis. Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Great, Brad. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
So, Tom, let's talk about, of course, parents returning back to work and how it's going to impact our pets.
Yeah, I mean, as we transition back into the normalcy of going back to work and leaving our dogs, I think some general things that are going to start happening with our dogs is anxiety and stress and confusion. And so it's important for us to know how to transition our dogs successfully and happily into this new normal.
Okay. This is very interesting. Now, this is a survey by WAG, and this kind of cracks me up. But 41% of those pet dog parents returning to work said they will miss their dogs even more than their kids and spouse. Tell me about that. That's wow.
Yeah, and as a professional, I would agree that it's pretty comical, and I think it's true. I mean, reinforcing to that too, 93% of these people that WAG surveyed said that their dogs or their pets provide them better mental health. So it reduces stress and anxiety. So it doesn't surprise me that almost half of those people actually are going to miss their pets at home more than their spouse or their significant other.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Okay, let's talk about training our pets for us to leave home, because again, you just can't walk out the door and expect the pet to be okay, especially our dogs. So what's some things we can do to start training them as we leave the house?
Right. Dogs are creatures of habit, right? They love structure. They love routine. So helping them get ready for this, preparing them, being proactive, desensitizing us, leaving, coming back, making sure that if we leave for a couple hours, our dogs know how to handle it. I mean, for a long time, we've been working from home and we've been around. And now that we transition into the going back to work, I think desensitization, there's also two really important things here, Brad, is exercise, making sure that your dogs are getting ample exercise before and after work. And if you need to find a service to come in to help with your dogs, to take care of them as you head back into work, that's important too.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you, Tom, I thought this was a joke until I got my dogs, and that was insurance. I have insurance on myself, insurance on the kids, but I was like, oh, I don't need insurance for the dog. But once I got my dog, I was like, oh my God, this is so important to have.
Yeah, veterinarian bills are just as expensive as human bills sometimes, especially if, God forbid, there's a tragedy or a tragic accident or something really, happens bad, or maybe just your puppy got into a bar of chocolate and you have to rush him to the vet. These bills can be thousands and thousands of dollars. So, of course, pet insurance is just as important to us as human insurance, for sure.
Yeah. All right. I know we got to wrap up here. So tell us really quick where we can find out more information about a few things that we talked about. And of course, making sure your pet is happy as you go back to work.
Yeah. Well, all the things that we talked about, the survey, as well as information and resources on the pet insurance, as well as potentially finding somebody that can connect you to a pet professional in your area, wagwalking.com. And WAG is the people who put on the survey for us to talk about today.
Perfect. Hey, Tom, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Brad. Take care.